The other attitudes are really the qualification. These attitudes are what qualify us to the knowledge. In the earlier section, when we began, one important quality that the tradition talks about was called viveka. There are 4 important qualities to have. One is the capacity to discriminate between the permanent and the impermanent. If you remember, we had done that in the beginning of this course. And once we recognize, once we are able to see through life experiences, then we choose what? Not the impermanent, we choose the permanent. We choose, we look for, we must want, we must ask for the unchanging, the permanent. And in doing so, we dissociate from the impermanent. The second quality is called vairagya or dispassion. So discrimination was one, dispassion was the other. The third one is sixfold. The third quality that makes you a qualified seeker. One is discrimination, 2 dispassion. Third is a group of 6 qualities or attitudes or disciplines. You can call them disciplines also. One is shama. Shama, dama, uparati, titiksha, shraddha, samadhanam. The first one is shama. Shama is that awareful living or choosing where I train the mind, I restrain the mind where the mind must be restrained. The capacity to tell the mind no, don't. Here, go ahead. In that, don't. When I see my mom, tell your mind, make sure I don't scream at her. So, no matter how she provokes me, I refuse, I will not scream at her. So this capacity to talk to your mind and restrain it from not engaging in actions that disturb. The restraining capacity is called shama. Restraining the sense organs. I've already had 3 pieces of chocolate cake. If I go for the 4th one, it's going to be over for me next 3 days. But you know what? Who cares? Let me go for it. The senses you cannot stop. People can drink alcohol, but if the alcohol drinks you, eats you up, then your life becomes wobbly, It's not only the walk is wobbly, the life goes wobbly afterwards. You can't stabilize anything. No relationship, no nothing. And so the senses asking, the tongue asking, the skin asking, the The nose asking, the eyes asking. These are addictions. Addictions. People get addicted to their senses. To appease the senses, they go to any length. They go to any wrongdoing. It's really unforgivable. Human behaviors are so unforgivable because it's all addiction to senses. I cannot tell my senses no, So this is called, where is spirituality for this person? So Shama is capacity to tell the senses no. Dhamma, the second one. Shama was the first one. The restraint is for the mind. The second is the restraining activity for the sense organs. Shama, Dhamma. Third is Uparati. Uparati is about a life of non-aggrandization, withdrawal. People just keep collecting, collecting things. Sometimes you go to homes, people invite. People like us are all the time invited, to go for dinners and lunches and visit homes and some homes you can't even put your foot inside. It's so crowded, so cluttered. With what? This person every day goes out, brings something back home. This aggrandizing, this is nice, I should have. That is nice, I should have. Everything is I should have. Next thing you know, you don't have room to lie down, to sit down. It's all clutter all over. So this greed that it should all be for me. Any new equipment in the market, it should come to me first. Any new phone, it should come to me. Anything, I must get it first. This is called aggrandizing mind. And so Uparati is withdrawal from that. Teaching myself to say enough. Podum. Teach myself to say enough. This is enough. Uparati. Capacity to say enough. I don't need. And what I don't need in life, cultivating a value to ride discomfort is a mind, it's a different mind. Because life may not always bring comforting situations. Sahanam sarva dukkhanam. Lot of dukkham, sorrow, afflictions may come in life. Learning to ride, even if I'm not comfortable. How do you ride discomfort? Without complaining. Apratikara purvakam. Without complaining, without worrying, without having remorse. Chinta vilapa rahitam. Chinta vilapa rahitam. Without complaining, without remorse, with a smile, riding discomforts of life is called titiksha, a very important value to find your equanimity and balance, And so, Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha. The fifth one is Shraddha. Shraddha. Shraddha is faith. What you find in this text now, this Asti iti Shraddha. The 12th verse, Asti. Brahman is, the infinite is. Shraddha, have faith. Trust. Trust. When you don't know something, don't say, I don't know, how can I trust? Hey, because you don't know, you have to trust. If you know, then you don't trust, then you know. When you don't know, you trust. Therefore, trusting is that openness of the mind that's available to receive what is being given without being critical, always criticize, critical, doubt. We say, is doubting Thomas. So, samshayatma vinashyati, it is said in the Gita. If you are given to doubt, always doubting intentions, doubting what is being said, doubt, you will never make it in life. Because this person is a doubting Thomas. Shraddha is trust. Trust. There could be truth to all this, I don't know. Let me find out. Let me give benefit of doubt. So giving benefit of doubt to something I don't understand is called faith. Is called faith. Faith is pending the discovery of knowledge. Until I discover this knowledge, I live with faith. Understand? Very important. And it is the faithful one that reaches the destination. So this is the fifth attitude to cultivate, to become qualified as a seeker. And the sixth is samadhanam. Samadhanam is stability. Stability. Doing things where there is equanimity, stability. People are unstable these days. We cannot even watch a Facebook page for 5 seconds. We want to change, we want to flip. There are people who watch movies not one at a time, 5 movies at a time. They flip from this story to the next, to the next, to the next. Then again they flip back and flip. Restless energy, no stability, no anchoring. Take one thing and go with it. Go deep. Everything superficial, Jack of all trades, master of none. Little bit scratch, little bit here, little bit there, little bit there, little bit there. Such a person can never really understand the value of rootedness, grounding, rootedness. The mind needs to get rooted. The attitudes need to get rooted. Everything needs to get rooted. You cannot learn yoga without your grinding into it, moving into the depths of it. Any discipline is like that, isn't it? How many years we spend in school before you feel you have a grip of a subject? It's about going deep, not about just floating in different models. It does not work that way. And therefore these 6 qualities, we have new friends, Okay. We have 6 qualities, viveka, vairagya, and the 6 attitudes. Shama, dama, uparati, titiksha, shraddha, samadhanam. And then the 4th, what is the 4th? Viveka, vairagya, the group of 6. And the last one is the desire for liberation. Mumuksha. Mumuksha is desire for liberation. So in these attitudes, when these attitudes are there, and this is the approach, then I am on a Shreyas path of life. If these attitudes are not consciously cultivated, and my approach to life doesn't integrate these values, then I am not on a spiritual path. I would like to think I am, but I am not. I may be a religious person, but that's all I'm ready for. Spirituality needs many transforming principles. A person must be ready to work with transforming principles, Only then we can say I'm on a spiritual journey.